Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing wonderful today. It's me, Noshina Hussein with Nissa Consulting, and I wanted to welcome you to a great little presentation I'm going to do around some basics about fundraising. Now, today's session is about some basic fundraising 101 elements that you can apply to raising money for your nonprofit organization. I'm going to show you 3 tools, and this is going to be a series of videos. So, this is going to be the first video on one of the first tools, and then subsequently, I'm going to be posting 2 more videos. So, make sure you watch all 3 so you can really put some progress and impact on your fundraising skills this year. So let's get started with understanding about how much giving actually happens in the United States. So, Giving USA is an organization that does data mining to understand how much Americans actually give. And in 2022, and remember, this is right after we're in the second year of the pandemic, we saw that Americans gave almost $500 billion in charitable giving. And yes, this is a little bit of a decline compared to 2021, but if you look at where this generosity comes from, almost 64% of the giving is done by actual people, individuals. And so it's really important for us to understand what this number means. So, why is it important? Well, 64% of charitable giving comes from people, from individuals just like you and me. So, you need to have a plan on how to cultivate and steward those donors. It's not just making up a online platform or having a campaign and then not having anybody actually give. So, you've got to be building out the necessary tools that you need to successfully be able to make the ask and raise money for your nonprofit organization. And so there are 3 tools that I'd love to share with you. One is the case for support. The second is to have a donor database. And then, of course, the third is to build out a team of wonderful people that can steward your donors. And so today we're going to talk about how to build a case for support for your organization. Now, you're probably wondering, what is a case for support? Well, it tells a donor what you do, why you do it, and why should a potential donor support your organization. And so today, think about how you are telling the story of your mission and impact and success stories that is so empowering and so motivating that it would help somebody cross the line to give to your organization. So there's some key elements of a case for support. This is something that a graphic that I pulled off of Graham and Pelton's website. And the 5 elements I would say is like really helping a person understand what the vision of your organization is. How do you see the world looking better, looking different, looking the way you imagine it to be if you were to be successful in accomplishing your mission? A case for support also helps people understand what your priorities are. What are you focusing on? What are your goals? What are your objectives? What is it that you want to work on during this year that you need financial support for? A third is an impact. What impact do you want to put on in the world? What is this campaign going to do in order to make the world a better place? And it really provides a voice for your organization. It tells people what you're working on, how you're doing it. It really gives a voice to your mission. And then if that is done properly, then it'll spur the donor into a call of action, and that call of action is to give money to you. So, the case for support can be a written document, and it shouldn't be the only thing that your organization does. Here's a real simple way of looking at how to write your case for support in the template and some things that you can follow. And number one should always be, you're going to define your mission. You should have a strong mission about what it is that your organization is doing. And you want to make sure that you add in some specific context about what this campaign is for. Why are you raising money right now? What's going on around you that justifies you creating this campaign and wanting people to donate? What problem are you addressing? A lot of folks want to know about what is the issue that you are seeing out in the community that needs to be addressed. And then, of course, the next is like, how are you going to address that problem? What are the objectives of this campaign? So if you receive this funding, what are you going to do with that money? How do those objectives address the problem? And it's really important to understand who your audience is for this campaign, right? Are you looking at people who are similar to your constituents? Are you looking at people who are stakeholders who are affected by this problem? Because the way that you talk to folks about this campaign is going to really determine how they are going to receive that information and how they're going to react to it. And most importantly, share stories and data points about what is going on to support your narrative, right? What are some successful stories about like the work that you're doing, what you've accomplished, and how you can help others realize the work that you were doing? Um, and of course, have a fundraising goal. Okay, don't just throw out a blanketed number. Figure out and understand how much money you can raise for this or for this campaign. Are you trying to raise $10,000 for a small campaign, or are you doing a capital campaign where you're trying to buy a building? And then help people understand what is going to be the impact with that once you receive that funding. So all of this is really important information that you should be able to add into your case for support. And if I were you, I would use Canva and create a document that you can easily, like a brochure, hand out to people and help them understand what it is that you're working on. And so, a case for support is one of the tools to help you in fundraising. If you have more questions or you need help in creating a case for support, feel free to reach out to me and ask me more questions. And I'd love to be able to help you create a case for support. Follow me on LinkedIn for more information, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and then wait for the next video to drop because it will be about the second tool that I'm going to talk about. Hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.